Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toneys, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. It's been okay for me. Joining me, as always, I got the greatest co-host in the world. First off, Mr. Rich Cooley. What's happening, Rich?
I've got the itch. About ready to scratch it.
What itch is that?
You get some gold.
The gold itching kind of...
Gold itch.
Oh, man. Where are you going to go?
I'm packed and ready to go.
You're going to...
I'm ready to go already, even though I don't leave till Monday. I'm packed.
You're going to go scratch your itch in another state, ain't you?
Yep, or Big Idaho.
Big Idaho. Man, that's a good gold scratching state.
Yeah. Well, I seen, I guess Shannon there in Amra gave me a little tease of the Clearwater Fork, you know.
Uh-huh.
So.
Is that the river you're going to be on? Same river?
Hey, I'm going to have to take this phone call.
Oh, go ahead, Rich. Yeah, go ahead.
So come back to me.
We'll come back to you. We'll do that. Not a problem. Must be an urgent call for Rich Cooley. He's such an important man. What's happening, Shad?
Whoa! Whoa!
What?
Oh.
Excuse me.
I
was
was getting in a little filler there with Shad for while we was waiting on Rich. You're good. Everybody's
I'm doing good, man.
What's been going on, man? Anything new on the crony outing?
Well, let's just say we're getting the, working on the menu for Saturday night's dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And, talking with Michael Myers on, the property and getting it ready and stuff they're doing. And it sounds like it's just going to be laid out and fantastic.
Sounds like a winner. It sounded like you were thinking barbecue of some sort, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh.
I think we're going to hook up with our barbecue buddy, David Bogan, and see what we can come up with him. So.
Oh, that'll be cool. Nice. Yeah. Nice. That sounds...
He's a competition barbecue guy.
Is he? Oh, I didn't know that.
He's professional.
Oh, is that? That's supposed to be a stab at somebody?
Oh.
Well, he doesn't just reheat his barbecue. He makes it.
Reheat. I wish I could reheat it.
Microwave barbecue, right? No, we're just...
Best of two worlds, nuclear barbecue.
There you go. Man, well, that's good shit. That's why I was just wondering, it's like, if you had heard anything new, if anything...
Well, there are spots left.
Yeah. We actually have 4 now. One person had to back out, so.
Yep, so 4 left. I see Jim Christie in the chat room just asked.
Yep.
So yeah,
okay.
I mean, there's 4 spots left right now. So if you're interested in coming and are planning on showing up, make sure you RSVP to Tim or even myself, and I'll make sure Tim gets the information.
Yep.
And then also just to let everybody know, I know Dennis can't be here tonight, but the T-shirts for the outing will go towards fundraising for the next outing that we're going to do. Those are $20 a piece, so make sure you reach out to Dennis or myself to put your order in, and then he'll get the shirts all made and bring them down there. If you're not able to come to the outing and still want a cool shirt as a collectible vintage thing, I mean, it's limited edition.
Collectible.
Just let us know,
Heck yeah.
and we'll make sure you get one.
Heck yeah, we definitely will.
You guys, definitely act now. You guys don't wait till the last minute, because you never know. Somebody will get right in front of you, and you'll be out.
Heck yeah.
Plus, we want to do the outing out west.
Right. We definitely
So all
want
you
to.
West Coasters listening tonight, we want to be out your way next year for the Crony Club outing.
Yeah, that way we can
That would be nice.
have our barbecue boy of the West with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I just hope we can have a generator and a microwave so we can reheat it.
Hey, funny guy. Yeah, I can't wait till that. That's going to be nice, because I won't miss that.
See?
If you guys are this close, I'm there.
Oh, you will be there. If we come there, you will be there. You have to be. It's mandatory, right, Kathleen?
Yeah, pretty much you'll be fired.
Yeah.
You'll be fired.
It's like a mandatory event you have to attend if it's in your vicinity.
It's in your contract. Didn't you read it?
He must not have. He must not have.
Contract.
Also with no pay ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get paid.
No
I
pay.
missed that one too.
Yeah, no pay, weird work hours, and you have to attend the meeting if it's within a 3-state vicinity or something like that.
I told you guys I need glasses.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I
saying.
thought you got your monocle.
Yeah, did your monocle come
Not
in?
yet. It's not in, man. You guys, I'm going to show you a picture of it. It's really cool. It looks like when it's around your neck, it looks like a necklace. It's got a nice metal, just like a design in the front.
Right.
And the metal design comes up, and then it's a monocle. It's really cool. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll.
Is it functional? I mean,
Yeah.
I would think it wouldn't be. You'd have to kind of squint your eye to hold
like
it in.
one eye.
Yeah, I would think it'd
Yeah,
be
but
awkward.
you're just trying to read. They know the fine. You're not going to read a book with one.
Is there like a right eye or left eye monocle?
Oh, good question.
Actually, the way they're designed, there is.
Oh,
Oh. So which one did you
that's
get?
cool.
Left or right?
Well, I got the right eye for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm right-handed, so my right eye, just to flip the piece of metal up and put it to my eye and read what I got to read, and then put it back down, and it's a necklace again. It's like I said, it's really cool. It looks like a cool necklace,
So-
but it's fully functional
all right,
monocle.
so it's kind of like
Oh, it looks like a necklace.
right.
What?
It's kind of
What?
multifunctional. It's
Yeah.
a fashion statement, and it's a. it's
Ooh, Scott, you
Yeah.
need to put a loop in your monocle.
I got a loop in my truck.
Put it on your monocle.
yeah.
Right? I don't need that magnified.
Get a bifocal monocle.
No, I mean it's not bad. My sight's not bad. It's just it gets a little when it's close. It's just a little blurry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
So, I mean,
would
like,
reading
right-
out of one eye be more blurry?
Well, no. Why would reading out of one eye be blurry?
Because you're kind of closing your other eye. That could be a good eye.
No, you just read out of it. It's like
So what are
look
you
at
gonna
this-
do?
Have you ever looked through a
gun scope?
Hey, Shad, you better watch it. You've looked through a gun scope, so
Well, yeah, plenty of times, but
you
But
don't
that's
always
different.
close your other eye when you're looking through a scope.
No, you don't.
still, you're looking out
But
300 yards, not 2 feet. So it's
Well, that's 100 yards.
You're
I
gonna
gotta
have to
see
like
this.
turn your head to the side.
You funny
Only
guy.
see the paper with that eye, and the other one.
Hey,
sticks
have
out.
you posted this picture yet of your monocle?
No, not yet. I'm going to wait till I get it.
Oh,
okay.
Be sure to post that.
Yeah, please.
Live action, man. I want to show
Oh,
it.
please do. We can't.
Yeah, I thought it looked because there's, believe it or not, if you get on the internet, there's a lot of monocles.
Yeah, the Monopoly guy has
Yeah.
one.
I'm
He
just
sure
saying,
does.
there's a lot. I mean, there's some on there that says costume jewelry and stuff, but for the most part, they're like they give you the opticals just like the glasses at CVS that people get, that they want to read. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
just-
Colonel Mustard from the.
I think he had one too. Yeah. A lot of famous colonels: Colonel Clink, Colonel Mustard. they all had monocles.
The candlestick in the conservatory.
Ah, you guys are hilarious.
The common theme, though, is they're all really old dudes.
Yeah, with big mustaches.
No, you had to grow your mustache like a
Oh,
the
yeah.
really long like Yosemite Sam.
And
Oh,
twisted.
Yeah.
It's been like that several times.
And
You
twist-
just-
Oh,
right.
that's perfect.
You got to put the
Use
wax
the
in it
curls
and
in it.
twist it up and give it that big loop and
Got
yeah.
a new look for you.
that would be a gold look for sure.
Oh, it would be.
Have a monocle, big mustache, long beard,
And your hat.
And a top hat.
and my hat. No, I'm not wearing no top hat. Not gonna wear no
You're the
top hat.
Monopoly guy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $10.
Yep, that's Scott. Awesome. Well, Shad, thank you, buddy. But I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody now. Joining me tonight, as always, every Wednesday, everybody's favorite news lady, our very own Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Oh, it's my turn now.
Well,
After
it
Shad?
was your turn to-
Because you introduced me first.
I didn't introduce
I just
Shad.
got poked.
I didn't introduce Shad. I still got to introduce Shad after you. But that was just a rap session,
Oh, okay.
with our producer.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing great. It's Wednesday, and again, I'm going to go prospecting this weekend, so I've got something to look forward to.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Then after that, we probably have to stay close to home base because school's starting, and
Already?
Got to get all the stuff.
Oh, gosh. Back to school.
I don't know. A bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
For school supplies or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Man, you ought to rob yard sales all year long for that stuff. I'm serious.
You know, the kids are starting to get their own jobs,
Right.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get the basics. And then if they want all the frills, they're going to have to pay for it.
Sure.
The frills, I like it.
Oh, no.
They get 2 pencils. They all have to split one package of paper.
They get a gum eraser. Remember those gum erasers?
Yes.
I would sniff it.
Yeah. Did you ever
They smell so good.
Did you ever eat your paste?
I think I tasted it, but I
tasted
never
it.
ate it.
You didn't eat it?
No.
We always
You know,
used to
every
eat our
time you have a
paste.
McDonald's hash brown, you're eating paste. So
I
And
believe it.
delicious.
Oh, we always ate our paste. Yeah. I mean, that was the joy of going back to school. It was like, we get paste.
maybe
Sweet.
that's why you
Yeah.
like
I don't
McDonald's.
think I
Yeah.
don't think I ventured down that pasty road.
You didn't eat paste when
No,
you were a kid?
I tasted it.
What'd you
No,
do?
I didn't eat.
What'd you do? Lick windowsills?
Yeah.
The ones with lead paint?
No
They
comment.
taste like schnozberries.
Oh, geez, you guys are nuts. That is crazy.
I don't know how we got on that subject, but
Me neither.
anywho, school's starting again.
Again, it's
So-
that time.
Can you believe that? This summer has flown.
I went to the store the other day and I
It
seen
has.
all the school supplies out. And I'm like, really? Already? It's July. Why are they doing it? And now you're saying your kids go back in what, 2 weeks? 3
3
weeks?
weeks.
3
Well,
weeks.
yeah, it's like August 13th or something, I think.
See, we never went back to school until after Memorial Day.
Labor Day.
Thank
Labor
you,
Day,
Shad.
yep.
Thank you.
Same here.
Yeah, we never did. And now they...
Yep.
Well, they get out at the last week of May.
Well, that could be why then, right? Yeah, they didn't do that for us, that's for sure.
Horrible.
Man,
I'll
back
tell you
to
what I
school.
haven't.
Stay in
I'll tell you
school
what I
all
haven't.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I have enjoyed though, man, is seeing like everybody's videos of them out digging gold, and a lot of our viewers and listeners and stuff like that. You know, their Facebook posts, and there's been a lot of people out digging gold this year, and I've seen it.
Including Kathleen, who's going again this weekend.
Exactly.
Lucky girl.
Yep.
Great.
Hey, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, congrats. Way to
We're
go.
the little engine that could.
I had
We're
keep
just
getting
chugging along
one day.
slowly.
Hey, slow and sure wins the
Yeah,
slow
I
and
show-
steady wins the race.
There you go.
I showed one of our residents your page yesterday, and he subscribed. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was the one.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah, it must have been.
Well, let's hope he holds on.
Well, we know for sure that everybody on the show right now is a subscriber for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Do we?
Yes, we all do.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, we don't want to go down that checking road again that we went through. Everybody
I'll tell you-
subscribes to everybody.
I'll tell you what, just you guys make more videos. That's what really gets the guys going, because they see them over and over, and then they come back and rewatch. And I've noticed that the more you make, that
We've been getting a lot of views.
What's your number? What's your subscriber number at, Kathleen? Now
956.
nice. 956. Let's get that up to 976 tonight, at least.
Oh, well, there's 30 people in the chat room, but I think some
okay.
of them are.
I know.
already
Yeah, some of them definitely are. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a handful right there that I know are. So very cool. Happy for you. So I know you got your news tonight.
I do.
Got your fun facts.
I have a fun fact.
Awesome. And then Sunday, you got a closer look, don't you?
Yes, we've been putting it out there. I'm doing just a typical day in the life of a 49er.
Okay, that'll be cool. That's on Closer Look Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it's going to include a lot of little tidbits that I didn't know.
Okay.
Because you hear the common things, right?
Right.
But these are a little unique. So.
All right. I like that. I like that because I still one of your favorite ones, or my favorite one, sorry, was the one that you did about when they would salt the claims and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the swindles.
Yeah, the swindles and stuff. That was one of my favorite ones still. So this
Yeah.
one I'm sure.
Maybe I'll revisit because there's so many.
Yep. So I think this one will be just as good. Looking forward to that Sunday.
But I am going to do a closer look, closer to the Cronies Club outing.
Okay.
I'm going to just revamp the North Carolina one that I did about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
A month and a half ago, I think.
All right.
to go. I don't know. Anyway.
When it gets closer?
Yeah, just so you can learn about where you're going.
All right, that'll be cool. So it'll be a closer look like you've done before.
It'll be, a microscopic
the closest look. You have your closer and your closest. That's
the closest.
The closest look. Kathleen's closest look. I like that one. So you're excited for this weekend then, Kathleen?
I am very excited. Gotta work though, so it's going to be one of those whirlwind weekends. But when we have those, we get down to business and get the gold.
Right, and you will. I know you will. You're a hard worker when it comes to that, and I'm sure you will do great again. And
allegedly, we're supposed to be prospecting with Dennis.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Have fun. That'll be a good.
Yeah, we went in on a pig.
Okay. And then?
So I don't know what kind of deal he's getting us, but it's going to be pretty sweet.
All right. So is he bringing you your share of the pig?
Well, I don't know if he does. We won't have any place to put it.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't think you want him to do that unless you're prepared and you got a huge old cooler and or something. I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully he'll let you know what his plans are there. Don't just show up.
I hope he doesn't surprise us.
Yeah, show up with a half a hog. Hey, here you go.
Surprise.
You just never know what you're going to get with Dennis.
No, you don't.
Throws it over Shad's shoulder. Here you go, buddy.
Here's your half.
Keep it on ice.
Yeah, you just never know what you'll get with him. That's right. Dennis, if you're listening, which we know you are, make sure you let these guys know. Man, well, you guys have fun this weekend. Have a safe trip and get that gold. I know you will. And Kathleen, thank you as always for being here. How's the koi, real quick?
Very good.
They doing good?
Yep.
They all happy?
The new ones have acclimated, and they are little piggies right now. They're eating everything. I'm thankful that some of my water lilies, the actual flowers, survived. Mm-hmm. But I'm still waiting for the black ones to bloom.
Oh, they haven't bloomed yet. I've seen the pictures of the ones you posted, and those were really nice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
I just want to see this flower. Cause...
I would like to see that too. So I know you'll post a picture of it. I can't wait to see it.
Definitely.
So very cool. Well, good. I'm glad they're doing good. Well, Kathleen, thank you as always for being here, and we look forward to hearing your news here in a few.
Okay.
All right. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got our very own Mr. Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
I'm good.
This is your official intro.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Was that to make it up to Kathleen?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, this is his official one. Before it was just producer talk, Kathleen. So it's okay. Yeah.
That's right.
That's all that was.
My job.
Now it's his official intro time. What's going on, Shad?
Well, not too much. I mean, just waiting for the weekend and getting some stuff cleaned up and work. But, we, like Kathleen said, we posted out a banner on Facebook for Sunday's show, as well as one that we're going to reuse for Wednesdays, just to remind everybody. It features Swifty and Kathleen's little faces on it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I like that one, yeah.
Even though Swiftwater doesn't always have something about out west, so we hope he does. But yeah, no, we got those. So if you see them out there, please share and encourage people to tune in, listen to us live, come to the site, join Gold Prospector Space, and participate in all the chats. And just the site has a whole lot of stuff to offer. So
yeah, heck yeah, come and hang out with us on Wednesday and Sunday nights. We enjoy it, don't we?
Oh yeah,
heck yeah. The more, the merrier. That's for sure. So you excited about Saturday then, buddy?
Oh, always. I mean, newer area that we've worked, and it's yielding promising results.
That's nice.
So
you're
definitely want to explore further.
Oh, heck yeah. Please do, man. Let us know how you do. I mean, like always, I'm sure you'll do great. Air working good? Everything still top-notch?
Oh, yeah. We didn't use it last time just because it was shallow and murky waters with the storms coming in and out. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to anything floating down the creek at you.
Yeah,
buddy.
But, yeah.
We
Like
got
a
it if
boulder.
we need it.
Now, did you?
I was gonna say, believe it or not, any kind of debris or even a piece of firewood, it will knock you for a loop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to be underwater not knowing what's coming my way.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't blame you at all, my friend. Not at all. So I know you got your usual stuff tonight, your precious metal prices and your birthdays as always. And
You better believe it.
so I'll hand it over to you, my friend. Take it away.
All right. Well, if I remember on Sunday, I think, Tim, you were the only one that said gold was going down, right?
Yes, I did. I even wrote it down. Yes.
You wrote it down. Well, congratulations. You were wrong. Gold went up $8,
$8.
closing at $1,233.
Man, I was wrong again.
Yep. And then silver's also up 14 cents, closing $15.60.
Okay.
Platinum grew by $10 to $844. And good old palladium's charging back at up $24, closing at $937.
Okay. Good to see gold went back up some. That's awesome.
Good little bounce.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but the other two bounced pretty considerable.
I want to see silver make a big bounce, though. Not just that little 14-cent stuff. At least $1 would be
Well,
nice.
like me though, if like palladium and platinum took a jump like that, well, what do we use palladium and platinum for, and what's coming out new?
I don't know.
That's what I always look at. Why are they using it, and how long are they going to use it?
I don't know. It's a conspiracy theory, I'm sure.
No. I mean, it just tells you it tells you sometimes when you could get certain things like gold. If you buy gold low and you wait for it to jump up and say, hey, I got this, people buy it.
Yeah.
So
Never know. Never know. Got your birthday, Shad?
I do.
Well, Dennis ain't here to sing. Everybody's
No, he's
saved
not.
tonight,
Oh.
so
Too bad, right?
yeah, darn.
Man, these people are getting a great birthday present then. So it's July 25th. We got Adam, Brandon, Brian Kirk, Britt Ketchum, David, Gary R. White, Jim Nolan, John Rahiotis, sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, Keith Skunda, Leno Mark, Morton Leo Matheson, Ralph, Rick Wilkinson, Raleigh Kaiser, and then tomorrow we have Caitlin Reynolds, Harry Rhodes, Lee Kelch, Michael Wolford, and Red Eye. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Way to go, Shad. Now, Shad, are you going to be back tonight on Kathleen's News like always with your local event?
Well, let me check the teleprompter. Yes, I do have local events of interest, which I have not read, so
Okay.
I'll be reading directly off of the teleprompter that she provided.
Very cool. Well, we look forward to hearing that from you tonight, as always. Thanks for being here, Shad. All right. Also joining us, last but not least, we got the barbecue boy of the West, Mr. Scott Swiftwater Toney. What's happening, Scott?
Woo! Guess what? It's hot.
How hot is
flat
it?
out.
How
It's
hot
like
is it?
114, 113 right now.
It's a little toasty. Yeah.
We got a slight breeze that feels like a hairdryer. That's about like what it is.
So you sitting
But,
outside?
Oh yeah.
And why not? Why aren't you sitting inside in air conditioning?
Oh, because I'm still smoking every now and then. So,
see, that's what I was getting at.
yeah, I haven't quit all the way, but it's coming up where I've actually stopped 2 times, 4 days in a row.
Okay.
And then before I kind of fell off the wagon, but I just kind of got loose.
Right.
But I look at it, 2 times at 4 days in a row. If you can make it past 4 days, if you make it past 8, then you're doing, then you got to start thinking about even putting it back in your hand. But like I said, it's a way of thinking. I got to put myself into it. I know it's rough, but I did it. Yeah, I did a few videos, and the next day after that, the last Facebook video I did, that was the day. So
Man.
yeah,
So
but I'll get to it.
So it's warm. So what have you been doing? Just working?
Yeah, just working pretty much. Jealous, Kathleen and Rich, all them guys, they go out digging gold, and I'm still sitting here.
Yeah.
I guess I could take a Sunday and run up to Prescott or something like that and go panning, but I'm not. Man, I don't like to go panning that much. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Right.
I mean, yeah, if you were like with 4 or 5 friends and you went up just go panning like a little competition or to have fun, that would be one thing. But just to go take a pan just to go panning, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's like, if I'm going to drive all that way, I want to do more than just pan, right?
Yeah, it's too little.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got one of those Pyramid Pro pans, and you could do a lot of material through that if you classify it up and stuff like that. But it's not enough.
Right. No, especially if you got on some color, you'd be really upset.
Exactly. I want something to get a nice yellow brick road through the gold pan,
Yeah, and that way you could take material home and and have something. I understand. But hopefully you get to go.
You know what? I might be just spoiled. I could just say that.
Well, you probably are.
Yeah.
Geez. You got a 6-inch dredge sitting in your garage, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
So
I don't have a place to put it.
Right, so that's kind of spoiled. I would that's the way I look at it. But that's just
I still got my trusty 3 in there, though. I got a brand new hose in there. It's still in the plastic, never been opened.
Man.
Oh, man.
See, it's just calling you.
I know.
It is. It's calling you.
But like I said, right now, I mean, there is water probably up there because of the monsoons that we've had and the rains we've had up north.
Right.
But it's to drive up there and to get out of work and stuff like that is just almost impossible right now.
You have a dry washer, don't you, Scott?
Oh, I do, but
you just don't get into it, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of used up on the dry washer mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I'm too old, but now I'm old enough to know better. It's a young man's game.
Right.
Guys like us, we tend to get what we call rock shock. When your shovel hits so many rocks, your elbows start feeling it like a tennis elbow.
Mm-hmm.
And
sure.
if you keep on driving, you keep on pushing yourself, it's going to bite you at the end.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was sore for like 6 months after doing the hardcore dry washing. And it taught me a lesson. And I'm like, I'm not going to work that hard anymore like that. Not that many rocks.
Right. I got you. It makes sense.
Now, if I find some good washes like where Shad and Kathleen was digging at when they were down here,
mm-hmm.
Those are predominantly like silt and pop crushed up rock. And there's a few bigger rocks down deep, but for the majority, you're not actually banging your elbow. You're not hitting stuff.
Yeah, you can use a shop vac.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, see, that's kind of fun dry washing like they did, because you get it up, you put it through the machine, and then at the end of the day, you go home and bang, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of dry washing I like to do.
Right. That makes sense. More easier on you. So I understand completely. So you got a segment tonight, Scott, or you want to try to get it in, or? I
got a little story.
Right.
I'm not going to press it in there, but I do have. It's about Peg Leg Smith.
All right.
And believe it or not, it's another one-legged guy.
All right. Well, let's move along then. That way we can hopefully get that in tonight. Let's do a quick break from Amra, and we'll come back with Kathleen Biffle and Dredging Up the News. We'll be right back, everybody.
Right.
Thanks for being here, Scott.
Thank you.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone. July 25th, 2018. I'm going to start off with this little thing locally in Idaho. It's not locally for me. Mm-hmm. As we know, our friends at AMRA, they are in Idaho during this dredge season. I don't know if you've seen this on social media, but they are running into snags with Cheryl Probert of the USFS, that's the United States Forest Service, and the harassment of the miners, including our members up there. So they're asking for a call to action from miners to stop this abuse of laws and to flood the governor's office with calls. Contact the governor's office at 208-334-2100. So, or you can call the U.S. Capitol switchboard at 202-224-3121. If my producer was doing his job, he'd be putting this on the chat room.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
He's playing a video game.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
I was talking to Rich. He can be brought back, he said.
All right, so
I'm here.
Okay.
The governor's office phone number is 208-334-2100. Or you can call the Capitol switchboard at 202-224-3121. And they can connect you to your senator or House representative. You can also try the USDA, which is a parent company of the United States Forest Service, at 202-720-2791. Lots of numbers tonight.
Yeah.
So,
just randomly call one of the three.
You'll get there. So contact as much media as you can. And they say, don't stop calling. You know, AMRA owns claims in Idaho, so if you're a member, and you've got to have your voice heard. Yeah. So contact them.
And please share the post. Share the post as much as you can.
Yep.
Yeah. And it just to bring you up to speed, you can search AMRA's Facebook page, or if you're a member, I'm sure Shannon's been posting a lot. But, you know, the team just have been getting nothing but harassed.
Right. So, Kathleen, real quick, if these people called, what should they tell them? Just to please quit harassing the miners down there?
Yeah,
okay.
Basically, yeah. Okay. I mean, stop it.
Right.
You know, it's just an abuse of laws, and it's not right when the miners do what they're supposed to and they get their permits. I think it has something to do with the plan of operations.
Yeah, the poo.
Yeah, the U.S. Forest Service district out there under Probert, they've come up with their own rules and regulations, you know, separate from what the federal government and the state of Idaho have determined for people to go mining out there. And what they've done and are trying to enforce is illegal and violating the rights for anybody out there.
Okay.
Well, if it's public land, it's federal land, so they got to follow federal rules.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why it's an abuse of power. So definitely look into it, especially if you are an AMRA member. You know, that this affects the claims that you could visit in Idaho.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
and what you can do.
Right. Exactly. So, that was really the only thing stateside.
Okay.
There's a lot of global news, and I wanted to keep it at a good so that Scott could get his stuff in.
Okay.
So we'll start with this story. Dozens of miners in Siberia have declared a hunger strike to demand compensation for over 35 million rubles. I guess that is equivalent to, I think, $557,000 in unpaid wages.
Oh.
So it's 92 miners. They went on strike Tuesday demanding that they get 3 months' worth of pay. 60 workers also declared a hunger strike. The local governor's office said the mine's parent company had failed to pay its employees because of debts it owed to a private lender.
Mm-hmm.
A task force has been set up to resolve the dispute. The striking miners said that they would spend the night in front of the miners' company administration building and would only drink water.
Wow.
Now that is a diet plan.
Yes. Man. They're serious.
And that's in Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would want to be staying outside.
No.
Siberia.
No.
Man, that's where you sneeze and it freezes before it gets off your face.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All right, this story is in Australia. The Boddington Gold Mine will feature as part of their new tour showcasing the gold production process in Washington. Premier Mark McGowan, he launched what's called the New Mine to Mint Tourism Initiative. It is in Perth. He announced this on Tuesday. This is the nation's first tour designed to invite visitors into the process behind the state's gold mining in the joint enterprise between Go West Tours, Newmont Australia, and the Perth Mint will result in guided daily tours between the nation's largest operating gold mine in Boddington. This is south of Perth and is also to Australia's oldest operating mint. I thought this was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Australia being the world's second largest gold producer, and 70% of that production comes from Western Australian mines. The excursion is definitely a milestone collaboration, which will link the state's two most significant industries, so the gold and tourism.
Okay.
I guess with this tour, you will travel by coach from Perth to Boddington Gold Mine. You'll take part in a guided tour through the mine. You can also peer over the rim of the giant South Pit to actually see the haul trucks transporting loads of gold-bearing ore, then travel through the processing plant where the ore is crushed and copper and gold is extracted. You get a lunch in the town.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be gold panning by the Hotham River, and you can enjoy going to the Perth Mint.
Oh.
Which is kind of cool. At the Mint, you get to see the largest coin, the largest gold coin in the world. You'll get to see the second biggest natural nugget in existence.
Cool.
Also, more precious metal coins and medallions that are being minted.
Man.
From there, there's more.
There's more.
And then, from there, patrons can enter the Mint's original melting house and watch molten gold being poured to form a solid gold bar. I think that would be
that
really
would
neat.
be cool. Yeah.
And they get to walk inside an 1899 vaults, and they get to handle more than $500,000 worth of gold bullion.
Wow. That is cool.
I wonder if they let you like roll around in it
I
and
don't know,
stuff.
like Scrooge McDuck. That would be cool. Man. Why can't we live in Australia?
I think so. Bookings for the tour, I guess, opened on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to be running daily from Thursday, July 26th on, I guess. I don't
Wow.
because it's starting on the 26th.
That would be great to do.
Yeah.
That would be.
Wow.
Man.
All right, so from Australia, we're going to jump over to India.
Okay.
You may have to swim first.
Swim, jump, whatever. In India, revenue intelligence officials at the Hyderabad airport I don't know. They stopped a passenger who was trying to smuggle gold in a very strange semi-liquid form, what would be more of a paste. The smugglers resorted to a Neo-Age alchemy by converting the gold into powder and compounds that form a paste.
Okay.
I guess this paste cannot be detected by just ordinary metal detectors. That, according to the DRI officials, the passengers reached, I guess, SpiceJet is the company. I don't know. But anyway, he was checking his luggage. And the officials found him taking 2 packages containing this paste out. So in further examination, they found that the paste had gold in it.
Oh.
Passenger was assigned with the task of reclaiming gold paste during the domestic race of the flight, but it was smuggled from Colombo to Madurai. I guess they concealed it in the aircraft by his associate on the plane.
Wow. Interesting.
That's kind of weird.
You know, they must have just so much smuggling to be able to identify it as a face.
Well, I know.
That's crazy.
And apparently it looks like poo.
Oh, really?
My question is, why was he pulling it out when he's checking his baggage?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you just left it? They would not have known, probably, or even looked. I don't know.
Probably because it was paste, and you know how they confiscate your lotion and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's if you're going carry-on bags, but if you're checking it...
All right.
Something tells me there's more to this story.
Yeah,
it was hard to find
Uh-huh.
Exactly what... I wanted to find exactly how they made it into the paste.
Right.
But I could not find that. Not that I wanted to smuggle gold or anything.
No, of course not.
I don't know. There's some chemists in the chat room, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they could figure it out. I know Michael Shelby's dabbles in that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
how could you turn it into paste?
Yeah.
Make some poop paste gold.
Poop
Yeah,
gold,
and to burn the gold off, you have to light it with kerosene. That I did read.
What?
So whatever you got to do, I don't know.
I don't know.
We expect a full scientific report from our listeners
I don't
on
know.
this. That are chemists and scientists.
Yeah, because I'm lost on that one. Wow, it doesn't even make sense. I think there'd be an easier way.
Well, you know, I think we've seen it all almost.
It seems like
maybe not. I don't know.
When you think you do, they come up with something different.
Exactly.
So.
Well, on that note, I'll turn it over to Shad.
Okay.
With local events of interest.
All right.
Why, thank you, Kathleen. So first we'll start out there in Nakusa, Wisconsin. The 22nd Annual Open Hunt and State Championship. It runs from July 27th through the 29th. And the event will be held at the Deer Trails Park Campground. It's sponsored by the Mid-State Metal Detector Club. And hunt flyers can be downloaded from their website. Just visit them at midstatemdc.com.
Okay.
Moving on to Sonora, California, running from August 18th to 19th. Hosted by the Delta Gold Diggers and the GPAA at the Motherlode Fairgrounds at 220 Southgate Drive, Sonora, California. Hours are Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Free gold to the first 100 each day. Admission is $7. Children 12 and under are free, but you get $1 off for veterans, or if you have a 2018 Golden Outdoor Festival card. Don't know what that is.
It's obviously a festival card.
Obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a festival card.
I guess if you had one, you know where to get one.
I guess so.
But the activities include prospecting seminars, pan for real gold, hands-on and live equipment demos, metal detecting, vendors galore. It's fun for all ages, bucket mucking, gold pan toss, gold panning contest, and detecting for kids. So I guess they bury kids out there, and
you gotta go find them.
Have you ever worked at a fairground?
Awesome.
All right. Also in California, state and U.S. National Gold Panning Championships.
Ooh.
Dum, dum,
Boom, the big leagues here in Forest Hill, California.
Man.
It's not until September 1st and 2nd, but we wanted to remind you and make sure if you're a professional gold panner.
No, read it right.
There.
Well, but we will remind you.
Yeah, okay.
oh, he's going off track again.
Yeah, I need to start reading these ahead of time. But
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people out there that are really fast, but they don't know they are.
Exactly.
I'm definitely not.
Well, I think they do the BBs, right? You got to collect the 5 BBs back.
You have to visit their website at goldhounds.com for more information. But it's hosted by the Motherlode Goldhounds during the Heritage Celebration at 24601 Harrison Street. And for panning competition rules and schedule, visit their website at www.goldhounds.com.
Okay, so sounds like fun.
So there you can find out if it's BBs, which I'm sure it is. If not, it's a lot of gold nuggets there. All right, last one here. This isn't exactly West Coast, but it's for our loyal listeners in PA. We have the 35th Annual Black Diamond Treasure Hunt.
Ooh.
This is running on August 11th at Tuckahannock, Pennsylvania. Tuckahannock, I don't know. Sponsored by the Black Diamond Treasure Hunters Club at the Lazy Brook Park in Route 6 in Tuckahannock.
Cool.
Is this why you picked this one? Just because of that name?
I was like, I can't wait for him to try to say that one.
But it'll be a fun-filled day with plenty of coins, neat jewelry, super prizes, exciting raffles, and great camaraderie at a very reasonable price. For more information, including the price, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yeah, they didn't give the price.
What?
Yeah, and you got to send a self-addressed stamped envelope
For the price?
to BDTHC at P.O. Box 1523, Kingston, Pennsylvania. Code's 18704. Yeah. So they don't list the price. If you want any more information, send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Oh my
to
God.
them.
Wow.
It sounds like it might be an older couple doing that. I don't know.
I don't know. They need
I don't know. It sounds suspicious
They
to
need
me.
a website.
Like you're going to be detecting for kids or something.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh man! All right, thank you, Shad.
Back to you, Kathleen.
I love finding those for him.
Oh, those are great.
Tuckahannock. I don't know.
All right, so let's get down to our fun facts now.
Uh-oh.
It's actually just one fun fact, but it's just there's a lot to it.
Okay.
I won't go into all of it, but I thought it was kind of interesting. We know the Old West is full of legends and tales surrounding the Gold Rush era.
Mm-hmm.
Gunfights were common, and many of you know about some of the famous ones, like, the gunfight at the OK Corral.
Right.
Well, did you know that the worst gunfight was not the one in Tombstone? And this is in Arizona. And it was not during the 1800s. Arizona's deadliest shootout did not happen in 1880s, but in 1918. And this is the era where the United States was starting World War I.
Okay.
So this gunfight happened in a remote canyon in the Galileo Mountains, which is northeast of Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 minutes it took, 26 bullets with 4 dead.
Wow.
And then a manhunt afterwards that spanned hundreds of miles. And it evidently ended up being one of the longest prison sentences in Arizona. So the tale goes on, but there's a lot of books out there that have been written about this gunfight, because people are just trying to make sense. Like, wow, that just didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why did 8 men fight to the death?
Right.
And it was winter. It was, I guess, there was snow, and it was in a remote canyon in 1918.
Mm-hmm.
So some speculate, were they fighting over the gold that the miners were mining? Or was it the federal government determined to punish draft evaders?
Oh.
The bloody shootout was lost in the headlines of the World War. Maybe it was forgotten. Maybe it was forgotten because it didn't happen in the Old West. Because we all know about the stories of the Old West, right?
Right. I never heard of this one.
Well, what happened? I'm about to tell you.
All right.
It started with the Power family. The last name is Power.
Mm-hmm.
They came from Texas. They settled in New Mexico for a while and then ended up in Arizona. They were rural ranchers. They lived by their wits and off the land, and they mined for gold. They hunted all their own meat, and they rarely went into town for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Jeff Power, the patriarch, he built his cabin just miles from the nearest settlement because his family just didn't want anything to do with the expanded modern civilization. Though he built his cabin far out there, he just could not escape the federal government's expanding reach. So evidently the Powers men were working a gold mine in the remote Hilbert Canyon, and this was the Galileo Mountains of Graham County, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So father and two sons, Tom and John, they also hired a ranch hand, Tom Sisson, who also helped them. Well, it turned out that this gunfight was not about gold. When it happened, it was like they heard a knock at the door. They went out, and I guess it happened on February 10th. And it was between the lawmen of the county and this family, basically. And the father stepped outside because he heard a noise, but of course he had his rifle.
Right.
But he was found face to face with armed men, and he had no idea why they were there. There's still so much speculation out there who fired the first shots, but in the end, Sheriff McBride was dead. Both deputies were killed. One was shot in the back and the other in the stomach. Jeff Powers was mortally wounded and later died that day. So the Power sons, the two boys, they got wounded, but they actually managed to escape. They decided to run for Mexico, and it was one of the largest manhunts in Arizona history.
I was going to say, now wait a minute. Everybody died except for two brothers.
Yes.
There's an inside. Somebody paid those two brothers off good. There's an inside track.
There's a lot of things out there that what they're talking about, and what it turned out to be like. Not this gunfight. This is one of the stories. This was just one of the theories. It turned out that the gunfight was not about gold, evidently, but it was about the draft of World War I. Tom and John Powers, the boys, they were breaking the law by evading the draft. However, it was only a misdemeanor and not a felony. So having the lawmen show up like that was surprising, but they attribute it to, all the propaganda back then. It was a different time. World War I, they needed men to fight. So they fed them a lot of stuff, and, these guys...
But still, both sides got shot up, but only two brothers come out unhurt.
Right.
That doesn't.
They were wounded.
Well, they were wounded. They got shot in the eye, and the neck. I don't know. It was crazy.
Okay. That's just saying. If you think about it, that just sounds weird. There's two brothers that come out. They live. Everybody else on both sides are dead.
Yeah. And the story actually travels way back, and there was all these different things about this family that was just kind of weird. Evidently they had a sister at one point who ended up dying, and the town, how rumors are with the townspeople, like they were like the Klopeks of the neighborhood, I guess. Right. They started saying things like, oh, the family killed her because she dishonored them. I mean, that was kind of crazy. So they already had like a bad taste with the family, and I think they were just...
That's probably why they went so armed,
right.
Because they're living somewhat off the grid.
Right.
Don't want nothing to do with anybody else.
Just minding their own business.
They're in a canyon. So the sheriff and deputies were probably like, you're not going to get backup, so you might as well be prepared.
Yeah, expect the worst.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of other little series of events, and you'll have to read up about it. There is a book it's called Arizona's Deadliest Gunfight, Draft, Resistance, and Tragedy at the Power Cabin. Huh. It was written by Heidi Ostelier, and she does give an interesting account. So if you want to read more about it, look it up on Amazon.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is Dredging Up the News.
Oh, wow. Awesome, Kathleen. Thank you. That was interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was looking for, okay, I'm sure it's about gold, because most of the crazy stuff is. But it started out, they were miners, or I don't know. One of the stories is the government wanted their gold, but I don't know that they were finding that much gold.
Right.
Or the sheriff was crooked.
Right.
And wanted that gold and used it as an excuse to run him off the property.
Maybe.
Could have been.
Well, he wasn't crooked enough. He got shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
That plan didn't work.
Well, he wasn't skilled.
It backfired. Yep. Awesome. Well, very cool. And you can find that book on Amazon, Kathleen?
Yes.
What's the name again?
This is the author's name is Heidi J, and then her last name is Osselaer. Shad's gonna post it in the chat room.
Okay, cool. Very neat. Yeah, check that book out. That sounds interesting.
What's the name?
The name is Arizona's Deadliest Gunfight. ... Draft, Resistance, and Tragedy at the Power Cabin.
That's a long title. I'll just condense
it. It is a long title.
Give us
Actually,
the
there's a documentary too you can watch. But
really?
I didn't have time to look at it or to find out how to watch it. But I want to try to look it up on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I'd like to watch the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
That would be cool.
Because they actually show pictures and stuff. I like that.
Right. So that would be...
Well, I'm sure you can find that in the book. But...
Well, you can still see, if you Google it, there is an image of their cabin that they lived in, the family lived in, and it's still built. It was at the time, about 10 years ago, still standing.
Wow. Ooh, road trip.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Scott, you should go check that out. Do some research.
Yep.
It's in your neck.
West Coast Connection.
That's
Get
right.
to work.
Drive out. There.
Okay, that's your next mission. Go out to this cabin.
Okay.
Yeah, and give us a report. A live report in the field. On location.
Interview the townspeople.
That's right.
I could just say it. This is Swiftwater on location.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still here.
Get to the bottom of this, Scott.
That would be funny.
Unwrap this mystery. Go and figure out what happened.
Oh,
what really happened.
We could just send Scott to all these crazy places.
Dude, it's kind of like the weather reporters that get the short straw and are out in the middle of a hurricane.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what Scott will be doing.
Tell you what, if I had a job like that would be pretty cool to do that.
Well, you do have it. Just go and do it for us.
No, it's not that easy in my position where I'm at. I'm telling you, man. I got a lot of things happening all the time.
Right.
It's funny right now.
Right, but when
2 years ago, I'd been like, yeah.
Right, Scott. But when the news breaks, you got to be there.
Yeah, I know.
It's the way it works. So get out there.
Excuses.
Right, Rich. Yeah.
The property.
Well, yeah, that's what Stephen France just said. Did they ever find the gold there?
I don't know. All right. See.
Maybe that's a closer look.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Because it was a crime. That the county sheriff and everybody was killed.
Mm-hmm.
It was property was probably seized.
Probably,
by at least the county and or state.
Mm-hmm. True.
I'll tell you what. If it was ever out there, this is just me myself. What I would do. Not saying I should tell anybody else what they would do, but I would not say anything if I ever found it.
Well, no, we know.
Right.
Yeah, that's the rule.
No, you need to call in and tell us live on air and Gold Prospector Space and Prospectors Radio.
Yep, it's still here.
Get to the bottom
now,
of it, Scott.
I could get away with that.
Yeah, well, you just get out there and do some investigative research. That's what you need to do. And on that note, we're going to turn it over to Scott. Kathleen, thank you. Wonderful news as always. Yep. Scott, you're up.
And now it is time for In the Goldfields with Scott Swiftwater Toney. Join Scott each week as he shares useful information to help you find and recover more gold. Here's Swiftwater.
Ooh, all right. It's another hot day out here in Arizona, and I always love that intro. That just makes me giggle every time I hear it.
What was the hot day in Arizona? The useful information we're waiting for, or is there more?
I might have a little bit, but anyhow, it's a funny because I seen this. I've got about like 3 or 4 shows lined up, actually on paper, but timing wise, some of them are good, some of them are just kind of what I consider a time filler because everybody knows about gold pans and stuff like that. But I got different stuff. But anyway, this story kind of really stuck out.
A lot of new listeners. What's
that?
We got a lot of new listeners. We can replay things.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's all right. I don't. Sometimes we have time and sometimes we don't have time, so I don't want to overrun things. But anyway, the thing, and believe it or not, I borrowed the spectacles from the missus today, so I would not mess this up.
All right.
But anyway, this is a story, and what's as cool is he's got his own landmark number and everything like that, and I'll get that after the story and tell you actually where to go if you want to see it, because there's stories behind the marker and legends and stuff like that, but I'll tell you all about that. But anyway, it's about a guy named Peg-Leg Smith. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has ever heard of Peg-Leg Smith. Well, I have not. And the story goes, though, it is said that more men have sought Peg-Leg's black nuggets than any other lost mine. There are multiple versions of Peg-Leg's legend, and as well as other stories of black nuggets that seem to correlate with some of the facts stated in Peg-Leg's lore. Says Peg-Leg Smith was a rugged mountain man who traded fur supplies, rustled horses, and trapped beaver. Peg-Leg, also known as Thomas Smith, lost his leg in a narrow during trapping expedition in the fall of 1827. Mm-hmm. His leg was amputated. His friends fashioned him with. Now this is good. His friends fashioned him with a wooden leg. Now,
that's some good friends right there.
I'm telling you what, if you like a guy enough to carve out a wooden
that's
leg,
right. That's a pal.
You really like the guy.
You do.
Anyway, it said thus earning him the name Peg-Leg. So I don't think there was very much imagination into this leg. Mm-hmm. Would just be my guess.
Right.
Anyway, so the famous legend began during the trapping expedition down the Colorado River in the late 1820s or early 1830s. So that's what's weird, because there's like a 10-year gap in that part. But it said Peg-Leg and his party had acquired a large number of pelts during their trip and selected Peg-Leg and another member of the trapping party to take the supply of pelts across the desert to Los Angeles for sale. Okay. It said during the journey throughout the desert, Peg-Leg had gathered some pebbles, which he found on top of a butte in the Colorado desert. The butte was one of 3, thus entering the significant landmark of the 3 buttes. And I've not heard of that, and I'm not familiar with it. But if anybody from Colorado is, it'd be cool to hear from you if you wanted to call in. Anyway, in most versions of this story, he gathered the black pebbles thinking that they were copper and carried them to Los Angeles, where he later discovered they were gold. Huh. That would be really, and you walked across it. Right. That's just funny. Anyway, it was said that Peg-Leg got drunk while in Los Angeles and started a brawl in the local saloon and was quickly kicked out by the local authorities. On his way out of California, he stole 300 to 400 horses and drove them to Tejas, New Mexico, where he planned to sell them. So now he's a horse thief.
Yeah.
He should have stuck with the gold. It says many prospectors and historians wonder why he did not go back to the desert and search for the butte where he discovered the gold. During the 1830s and the 1840s, Peg-Leg settled down and started a trading post along the Oregon Trail in Idaho, specializing in the sale of horses. It says it wasn't until after 1849 gold rush that Peg-Leg returned to California to organize a prospecting party to search for the butte where he found the black nuggets. The group wandered around the desert unsuccessfully, and Peg-Leg ended up deserting the group and turned up later in Los Angeles. So he's left the group out there to look for his own. Hope you find it. If you do, it's part mine. I can see how that works.
Yeah, went back to Los Angeles. Okay.
Yeah, right. Anyway, it says in 1853, Pegleg organized a second search party, which had no greater success in finding the butte, where he found the treasured black-coated gold nuggets. A third party was organized to search for the other lost mine near the Virginian River. Now, that's quite a distance, where the Dutch George Yont, a trapper, claimed he discovered a ledge full of gold, which, of course, was never able to be relocated. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? How come nobody can re-find their gold nuggets?
Maybe they say they can't re-find it.
Or maybe they were liars.
Right.
I'm just thinking something's just not right.
Yeah,
there.
definitely something not right there.
They pulled a swift one over them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it says Pegleg's questionable character and his reputation for drinking and lying and added to the controversy surrounding the legend of the lost mine. Since there is more than one version of the story, there is many contradicting facts. Some stories claim that the butte where Pegleg found the black-coated gold nuggets is located at the Chocolate Mountains and not the Colorado Desert area. Which the Chocolate Mountains, that's south of me.
Oh, okay.
That's quite a ways away.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, unless there's Chocolate Mountains in between Phoenix and Colorado, which I don't think so, but I know
is there chocolate in those mountains?
No, you can't. There's gold in the Chocolate Mountains. You just can't go. It's a bombing range.
Oh.
So if you go out there,
no chocolate.
No, there's no chocolate.
No chocolate in the Chocolate Mountains.
Actually, if you go in there and try to dig gold and they bomb, there'll be some chocolate in your pants on the way out. I'm just saying because it's a bombing range. Yeah, you don't go in there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then it says there are men who have claimed to have found Pegleg's lost mine. One story describes a journey of a discharged soldier who followed Pegleg's trail from Yuma, which would explain it because Yuma, the Chocolate Mountain, that's right where it's at, to Los Angeles during his travels through the desert. He discovered 3 buttes described as Pegleg's legend. He finds gold nuggets. And it says, when he arrives in Los Angeles, he shows his friends the nuggets, who organized an expedition to return to the desert and bring back more gold. The expedition never returned, and the members of the party were later found dead at the foot of the San Ysidro Mountains. So that didn't work.
Nope.
What year was that?
They didn't give a year on that one. Hang on, 1853. Yeah, it says 1853. He did another second search party that went down to the Virginian River and the Dutch Yont trap. That's when the trapper, and then they don't give a date of when they come back this year. They don't give a date of when he did the soldier did the remapping of where he was at. But evidently he stepped where obviously he wasn't wanted because nobody made it out. So
okay.
Interesting. I thought it was a cool story.
It is. It's cool. What would the black have been on the gold? Why would it have been black?
Well, you got to understand, and I think that pretty much it's like stuff getting on top of the gold, and then the sunlight just bakes it.
Huh.
I mean, you could have anything in the water, silt, and then something gets baked onto it.
Maybe it was chocolate.
From the chocolate. That's right.
I don't think it was chocolate. I don't think it's chocolate.
Now we're thinking outside the box. Dark chocolate.
But I mean, there's stuff out here there's stuff that'll get on stuff and it'll just bake it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody in the chat room said, "I wonder if it's hematite."
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I was at first before they even thinking, well, maybe meteorite. So
Silver.
Well, you know what? It could just be part of the host rock still around it as well. So.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's been broke up, crash banged,
Strange though, still strange.
Things that make you go.
Oh yeah.
And now it's a bombing range, so
yeah. so you can't.
Yeah. Just make sure you zigzag when you go in there.
You better make some big zigzags.
Yeah, don't walk.
Just tuck and roll.
Don't walk in a straight line.
I used to hear. You know, when I first moved to Arizona, I was living in quartzsite and digging gold, and a lot of the old timers kind of took me under their wing and showed me a lot. You know, let me borrow their dry washer, stuff like that, and I had a lot of information really fast about the desert. And these guys were like dead spot on, and that's why I kind of stick to what I do now, is because those guys were always dead spot on. And they always talked about the Chocolate Mountains, how they used to be able to get down in there, and man, there is gold there. And then bang, now it's a bombing range, and you wouldn't go in there now to dig gold, but they all love to, you know.
Oh, sure.
Well, yeah, I think aside from having a bomb fall on you, you got unexploded ordnance.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Ooh, that's
Exactly.
a reality show. Extreme prospecting.
Oh.
There we go.
In the chocolate.
That's our idea.
In the Chocolate Mountains.
Crikeys, we're down by the Chocolate Mountains trying to miss 155 millimeter shells out in the desert.
They call it Chocolate Mountain, like you said.
Oh my goodness!
That would be a cool place to go, though.
By the way, if there's any TV show made like that, Kathleen Biffle gets all subscriptions and copyright
dates.
dates.
Gets all rights. That's right. It was their idea. I heard it. You heard it first here.
Crazy ideas.
That's right. Extreme.
You know what? Believe it or not, you can make a show called that, because some of these guys that go, like, say, up in Oregon, Northern California, you know, you're messing around with bears and stuff like that. Alaska, same thing. When you're not top of the food chain, you're going out to try to get gold. Yeah, it's kind of risky.
Devil's Canyon.
Dude, it's not the same as running out in the desert on a live bombing range with unexploded ordnance.
Yeah.
But you got to dig and find that gold.
That's extreme.
Okay? That's extreme.
That's extreme.
That's super extreme. Yeah.
But that's also, you know, people go, who's this idiot?
Exactly.
Yeah, but the rewards might be phenomenal. You know, they might have opened up all kinds of ground.
If you want bears, then what we need to do is shove a whole family of bears down a load mine, and you need to go in there and get that gold. That's extreme.
That'd be extreme.
Oh, that's extreme. You're right.
I like it. Kind of like Fear Factor kind of thing, but for gold. That could work.
Yeah.
That could work.
You gotta put your hand through a thing of worms to get a gold bar.
Yeah, that could work.
No, I think running across live ordnance would probably be about
the best. Yeah, it would be.
Hey, if you see something silver and shiny, don't kick it, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Don't mistake it for gold.
Right.
Don't step in the divots.
I bet you they've opened up some nice ground up in the Chocolate Mountains with all those bombs. You know?
I bet.
Dang.
Probably
gold laying everywhere.
It'd be cool to watch them practice, though.
It'd be cool if they'd stop bombing for a couple days and let people in there on special permits, special draws or something. You can go in and look.
I was going to say, you made about
50. A raffle to
yeah, like a lottery.
On a mine site.
Yeah, like a lottery.
So go do there.
That would be awesome. It would be cool, wouldn't it?
Their first question, you guys going to be working metal detectors?
Right. It would be cool, though. They have them special kind of hunts like that where you get drawn for special places. They should do that for places like that, too, for us. That would.
I'll tell you what, if that ever happens, I'll put your name up for you.
Oh, please do. Put mine in Shad for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem.
But let me up my life insurance on Shad before you do it.
Of course.
I was going to say, I
tell you what, I'll call the Department of Defense. I'll get General Mad Dog Manis on the phone from one Marine to another and say, hey, I need a waiver to go on here. We cool?
To the Chocolate Mountains.
Here you go, dude. What is wrong with you?
I'm looking for some gold. That's all.
Don't give him any ideas.
I'm looking for some gold.
That's all I want to do. Go look in the Chocolate Mountains for some gold. Well, great, Scott. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, let's do something.
What are you going to do?
Ooh, Kathleen, you got that spinning wheel going.
I can.
Let's rock and roll on that bad boy.
It doesn't exactly spin. It's on a computer.
Yeah, it's a randomizer.
Well, you could make it tick, couldn't you?
I can make it what?
You can make it tick. Tick, 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 tick.
I guess.
What do you get?
I think Tim has all the sound effects.
Yeah, what do you get ready to do, Scott?
Well, what's really cool is because I got like 3 or 4 things that I got put together, and there's some funny ones. There's some good things. It's really funny. and along with one of those bottles of that prickly pear hot sauce that I've been giving out.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like a little box set, but it's funny stuff.
Okay.
And you'll like it, and you can eat it, but I'm not gonna.
All right.
But you can.
All right. And the rules are
The
rules are as always. If your name is called, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the Gold Prospector Space chat room that you are here. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Pretty cool, Scott. Well, thank you, buddy.
I put this together. I was laughing. I was like, this would be funny for a giveaway. I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Is it?
What is it again?
Oh, it's got like, it's got the prickly pear hot sauce in it. And then I got like some crickets, some cheddar cheese crickets. Then I got some.
Okay.
They look like mealworm, but they're called barbecue mealworm.
Oh wow, cool.
Milford or something. I don't know.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's all edible, right?
Oh, it's all edible, and I think if I get a chance, just before I pack it up and ship it, I might have a couple more things to throw in there. But I can get that tomorrow.
Everybody, whoever we draw a name, you get a bunch of random stuff from Scott.
Welcome to Scott's Garage.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Awesome.
It's a pretty cool stuff.
Cool,
Even
though.
like if somebody from the East Coast wins, it'll be exceptionally really funny. I guess.
I heard that the hot sauce was really good.
Yeah, they're saying the hot sauce is good. So.
All right.
Wonder how good the cheddar cheese crickets will be. I just wonder.
I just wonder myself.
You can bring them and eat them around the campfire at your next outing.
That's right. Cheddar cheese crickets. Yum yum.
The cheddar cheese crickets. Everybody be crunching.
I got a name.
All right. Let's hear it, Kathleen.
The name is Thomas B. Whitlatch. I think I said it right.
Thomas B. Whitlatch.
Whitlatch.
Shad, you going to type it in?
Yes.
Thomas B. Whitlatch.
Thomas, if you're out there, say, I'm here in the chat room. Type that in. Woo! Dad's dancing around the room.
I'm kind of dancing in my seat, too.
It's just not the same without the turkey.
No, it's not. We need to add a gobble to it.
Thomas, are you out there listening? Type that you're here in the chat room.
Thomas B. Whitlatch.
Thomas Whitlatch. We're waiting.
Maybe I pronounced it wrong.
Yeah, but Shad's got it spelled in there, so.
Says Whitlatch.
That's what. Whitlatch.
25 seconds remain.
Tom.
Thomas Whitlatch. Are you listening? You're missing out on cheddar cheese crickets. Oh no! 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh darn!
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, what a bummer!
Either that or he didn't want it.
Yep, that could have been what it was.
These things are like I said, they come.
She got
They come
another
from
name.
They come. Oh, go ahead.
I got another name.
Go for it.
It's John Hunt.
John Hunt? No way.
John Hunt. John, I know you're out there.
I just seen John's request the Jeopardy theme song.
Oh, really?
Where are you at, John? There he is.
Hey! Congratulations, John.
Definitely.
Shad, will you get his mailing info? And or Scott, you just want to side chat him and get it?
Whichever way.
Side chat him, Scott, and get it. That way you got it directly. And enjoy those cheddar cheese crickets and let us know what you think.
I'm documenting what like who wins and where they're from and and what they got, and I'm putting hot sauce and stuff.
And stuff.
Where is John from?
He
He's
is
from
from Ohio.
Oh.
All right, he's gonna
Yes.
like these things.
Shit.
I've had the privilege of meeting him.
Well, he can put the crickets in the hot sauce and.
There you go.
It's not just like that. Like if he gets them, he can actually give them away as like funny gifts to like kids and stuff like that. It's really,
I would eat
it's
them.
really cool. Like I said, I get him from a friend of mine, Brant. He works at Desert Gatherings here in Phoenix, Arizona, and they do
cool.
a lot of neat trinket, funny stuff like that. And every now and then he'll go, here, try one of these out. And I always told him, I'm like, man, if I get 2 more boxes, I'm going to make a giveaway. But so I got a couple boxes of stuff in here, and one of the hot sauces, and that's why I said it makes an easy giveaway, and it's fun for people, especially like in the East Coast, because they don't see that stuff.
They got any chocolate-covered scorpions or anything?
No, they don't have any chocolate-covered scorpions, but they do have scorpion suckers.
Scorpion suckers.
Dennis bought one.
Oh,
And those are pretty good, actually.
There you go. See, that'd be cool too. Pretty neat. Congratulations, John. Let us know what you think of all them goodies. Yeah,
The hot sauce.
the hot sauce and the cheddar cheese crickets. Pretty cool. That is some
I was
cool
going to say,
stuff.
the
Thank
hot
you,
sauce
Scott.
goes pretty good out here. A lot of people like it.
Kelly said it needs more prickly.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Needs more prickly. I was like, okay, whatever that might be, it needs more of it for him, for his taste. So, I guess everybody's taste varies. So, prickly pear hot sauce coming your way, John. Enjoy, buddy. And Scott, thank you. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Right? Thanks, Scott.
Always.
And thanks for the segment. Man, very good. All right, so did we cover everything? I think we have. I think
so.
I think so. It was a great show tonight. A lot of fun. A lot of good energy tonight from everybody. That was fun. I enjoyed it. We hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we did. And don't forget to tune in Sunday night again for Kathleen's Closer Look coming up Sunday. And so
The day in the life of a 49er.
there you go. Be sure to tune in for that. And we'll have Rich here. One more Cooley's Corner before he goes on his vacation in search of that elusive gold. So
Gold.
Yeah, I'll have a short Cooley's Corner. That way she can do her whole thing.
okay, cool. Sounds good, Rich. And so I guess we're out of here. We'll see everybody Sunday night at 7:30. Have a great week, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, gold diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.